Enti Paul Adom Otchere ena yesiu no for 20 million Ghana Cedis. Na obi baby say eba ne say ne yesiu ne siu kakraka say me ba be build this story ni nyina ma o me pacho aha ACBD TV pacho na we shall kindly subscribe na wa subscribe that so ye da so we wa share wa like fe na che say ye move on. Enti ma me build this story no emma o story ni nyina starting on the 12th of March 2026 year mu e wo City FM 4 studios. And Samuel Atamensa, no, ye all students, was school honor, na se Swedo secondary school honor. And no didn't come studio during the program, no waka say, a ye MP, one my friend is a Queen Star, Sawyer, or no, ye MP, or baby, Swesco school, no, a one. Na the honor no so ye Aguna East. O didn't come as a mamma, no, more person transfer, a ye headmistress, or what. Swedro school honomo some more man 1 week ultimatum one packing in Yama no free school honomo enko. Meanwhile no so no 67th anniversary baba baso and alumni for and as all students no almost say so mu yi ma me no ko ansa na program na omba boycott program no omomba or cancel bebre na we say and Paul Adom Otchere during his program Good Evening Ghana okofa sa story and all your kan ho asem echere na dwen na eno ne kofa we na ba ansa na no mumenti nkomo a atamensa edi ansa na pon so ebeke
everything going.
It's a difficult one.
It's a big situation here because it was in the news yesterday that
with our headmistress,
the headmistress has been transferred.
Yes.
And that she's falling victim to some power play between the MP and some other person.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us?
What we were told was that she will be transferred because the MP had a problem with her. That's what we were told.
And
this is like a month ago.
This news?
And so we wrote to the Director General of Ghana Education Service to seek audience to kind of mediate. So we wrote on the 9th of February.
Have you received a response?
We didn't receive a response, but it's noted that he received it. But he didn't respond to us while we're waiting.
So this was a protest?
I wouldn't say a protest. We had requested a meeting to discuss and see what could be done. Okay. Other parties had also met with the chiefs of the Swedru area on this matter.
Hey, then it's gone.
Yeah, but this
is the biggest secondary school in the area.
Obviously. But again, the MP has had nothing to do with the school since I have been involved. I've never met her. I don't, obviously, even for things that are supposed to go to school, she shares to schools and leaves Swesco out.
So she doesn't deal with the school directly?
No, apparently because of the issue that exists between them, or the issue she has against the headmistress. And it came to a head, and they insisted that the woman should be moved from there. And the Director General also went ahead and issued.
So what are the old students going to do?
The old students are hoping that reason will prevail so that if Ghana Education Service wants to do a transfer, it shouldn't be punitive in this manner, because in recent past, we can boldly say that this is the best head of school that we have had.
And she has done nothing wrong.
And she has done absolutely nothing wrong. On the contrary, everything right. And there are clear signs to show. And so to punish her because she falls on the negative side of a politician is not a good narrative. And that's what we are saying. We are not saying that Ghana Education Service cannot transfer people. Of course, she was transferred from Wesley Girls to Swesco. So what's wrong if she is transferred to another school? But how then do you give her 1 week to vacate?
Hey, 1 week.
So what? There's no handing over. You write a letter and say that by 12th of March you should be out of the place.
Wow.
When we have all students, alumni homecoming and speech and prize giving day the week after, which she has superintended over the planning and everything. So you see, everything shows that they want to punish her and embarrass her. And that's what we stand against. We are not saying that they can't transfer. We are not in their organogram. We are a stakeholder, but we don't report to them, they don't report to us. But mutual respect will require that they actually take note of our concerns. And that's what we are saying.
So where the alumni, if this does not change, what sort of emotion, how angry are
they? No, if this does not change, as in, I mean, we are not saying they shouldn't transfer her. We are saying that it should be logical. We are in the middle of a process that we should at least complete that cycle of the anniversary, and then you can now come back and see. Now, if this does not change, as in tomorrow is the 12th, or today? Tomorrow is the 12th, supposed to be. If she has to leave tomorrow, the alumni will not step a foot on campus for the anniversary.
Hey. Serious?
Oh no! If Golda is not present for the anniversary, we will boycott it and we will stay like that till something is done.
That's serious.
No, because what kind of insult is that? And we don't want to.
Because if the alumni take their hand away from our secondary schools, that'll be a problem.
That's if they care. That's if the Ghana Education Service really cares. But from what is going on, it means that the Director General himself does not care. He does not care. And I'm saying it, he doesn't care. Because we wrote to him. He didn't respond. And I know as a matter of fact that he received the letter.
Enti say ena Samuel Atamensa eka ne semfaye no wie ye no ena eye Adom Otchere eye ne story ewo Good Evening Ghana no ena okoko fa sa story we say ena oka wasem na mepacho story ni follow ni ye pa na wi a obeti 20 million lawsuit no pacho obeti ase tie nsema Adom Otchere eka edefa MP no ho the MP in question no tie nsema oka edefa no ho pacho subscribe ya no subscribe ya amaye pacho every video no.
If we allow politicians like this NDC MP in Agona East who disrespects everyone and who feels that because she's MP, she can change headmistresses and headmasters from her constituency. And we have Idris Haruna, a very powerful minister for education, who couldn't do much. Everyone trusts Haruna Idrisu, that Haruna Idrisu could have done something about it. We are speaking about it because it looks like even the great Haruna could not do anything about it. So it portends danger for our education. If the old boys and old girls of Swedru Secondary didn't step in, last weekend will not have been as beautiful as you saw. In fact, they only stepped in and their intervention was permitted to keep Madame in school for the anniversary celebrations of the 67th anniversary of Swedru Secondary School. Why should we be on television talking about a member of parliament has stretched her hand to remove and has gotten the Ministry of Education, the Ghana Education Service? Who is sitting there as the Director General of the Ghana Education Service? Director General of Ghana Education Service, you should bow down your head in shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. As the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, you sit there and a member of parliament tells you that sack this headmistress, then you sack him. Sack this one, then is that how we are running education? Isn't the GES supposed to be partially independent of politics? Isn't also? How can the GES boss be taking instructions from members of parliament? And how does the education minister have nothing to say about it? Well, the education minister has not been well, so maybe we assume that is the time that he wasn't well, but I don't know. But everybody trusts Haruna Idrisu. Everybody knows that Haruna Idrisu is up to the job. He's an experienced minister. For 4 years under Professor Mills, he was Minister for Communication. For 4 years under President Mahama, he was Minister for Trade and later Minister for Labor. He's been minority leader in the 8 years of Akufo-Addo's administration until the last minute when Adom Otchere jettisoned him out in favor of Keselato Forsen. So Idrisu Haruna is somebody that you should be able to trust. How can Idrisu Haruna be education minister? And a member of parliament who is not a senior member of parliament, is not more senior than Haruna Idrisu, decides that I'm sacking headmaster. Let me show you the details of what happened. Give me the story right now. Let me show you the details of what happened. The member of parliament here, this is a photograph. This lady is somebody that we should be afraid of because she's very dangerous to the democracy. She's too dangerous to the democracy. We should be very afraid of her because she sits in her constituency and decides that she is the education boss of all the schools under her. So she wants to change teachers. She wants to change this, change that. Let's see what happened. This is the story that we have obtained. Miss Golda Andam was removed as headmistress of Swedru Secondary because the MP of the area puts pressure on the GES and the education minister to do so. This is the story that we have received. And to punish her, She was given 1 week to hand over and leave the school for a day school near Budubram, St. Gregory School. Okay, let's move on. Among the things Ms. Golder is said to have done to incur the wrath of the MP include the following. She was asked to admit 52 students from the constituency, mostly with very bad grades. She managed to admit 40 of them. The remaining 12 had impossible grades and therefore could not be admitted. This amounted to insubordination and disrespect to the MP. Viewers, there we go. I knew it was always going to be about admission. Admit my people, whether they have passed or not. Admit my people. Admit my people. You send people to her. We know the details of the grades, but we're not going to put it out yet. The details of the grades that she was asking them to admit. I thought she'd be asking the school that these are my people. The 12 of them who didn't do well. What can you do for them? Can they do a resit? Can you get some teachers to help them? I'll pay for it. Or I'll get the community to pay for it. I thought that's what the teacher was going to say. The MP was going to say, in the interest of the children themselves. In the interest of the children themselves, you have to prepare them well for life. So why are you pushing them through when their grades suggest that they are not ready for the next level? Why don't you get them ready for the next level before they can go through? Why do we do that in this country? Why have we started doing that? Now, another member of parliament will come and say that, oh, but when this one was there, she changed the headmaster. Me too, I'm changing headmaster. So that the tenure of headmasters in secondary schools becomes susceptible to who is MP of the area. This is very wrong. This is very bad. And I'm appealing to Johnson Adom Otchere, the chairman of the NDC, to call your MP to order. I'm appealing to Mahama Yariga, the majority leader in parliament, to call your MP to order. She cannot be there and everybody's afraid of her. GES is afraid of her. Why should GES take instructions from her? This is not from the education committee in parliament. It's from her as an individual. That I will punish you because you didn't take my people. You don't know that you're actually destroying the life of those kids. Let's move on. The MP had asked to provide transportation to students aged 18 and above to register for elections. The school agreed, but on the said day, the MP's team came with an NDC branded pickup to carry the children on the bucket of the pickup. The headmistress insisted that they got a bus instead for safety reasons. This insistence led to the change of pickup for a bus, which then picked up the students. Her refusal to allow the students sit in the bucket of the pickup was interpreted as being rude. The headmistress had also stopped them from organizing a political rally in the school with a Swedru-based musician. The MP warned that she will show the headmistress where power lies. After her removal, the GES accepted the proposal of the MP to bring the constituency chairman of the NDC in the area, who is the assistant headmistress of Agona Nyakrom, to replace Ms. Golder. How are we politicizing education? How are we doing that? This lady must be put out, named, and shamed. Drusu Haruna has come back to work. Something must happen. We must hear something about it. If we don't hear something about it, this may very well become a political question. That when the NDC comes to power, MPs can change headmaster. MPs can change headmistress. Show me when one occasion when this happened in the last 8 years of Akufo-Addo's administration. You will not find one. You won't find half. You may not even find quarter. But here we are, full-blown crisis of this MP deciding on her own that the headmistress must be changed because I sent 15 names to her. She did 42. I was going to campaign there. She said no. I took an NDC pickup to pick students. She said no. I should go and bring a bus, and that is her crime. She has the GES as acquiesced. Oh my goodness, something must be done. Maybe a court action must be taken.
Na Adom Otchere keka ni nsemu nyina ne nsema wate afa mami hu nyina guo na fey akire e na wa be realize say a wrong picture, wrong person ho asem e na oka nipa na ode ne to no numum ye MP for Agona West na emum no eye nipa nankasa in question no eye MP for Agona East ono ahwe no si ye chale me to Okyere me wo isiano you me for 20 million Ghana Cedis for defamation because of when wrong person. The MP for Agona West no was sue Adom Otchere 20 million Ghana Cedis. Na owie no so no waba be pacho se mame fame bone cheme me very very sorry na picture na ye de beto so no de wrong picture enye wa na emum no Queen Star Soya oye MP for Agona East pacho me entie ni apology no said the esikoye.
Now on this program we said that the act had been done by Honorable Ernestina Ofori Dangbe, who is Agona West MP. Now, if you go on the map, you will see that the Swedru Secondary School is really in the Agona West territory. You will see it. Anyway, after that, our attention was drawn to the fact that the MP whose name you mentioned is not the one who is the culprit. The culprit is somebody else. So we came back on this show and we said that, oh, we didn't, the both of them are ladies, okay? But we should have said Queen Star Pokua Soya instead of Ernestina Oforiwa Dangbe. That happened a long time ago. Look at it. Have a look at this video. This is the Agona East MP, the one that we heavily criticized for her participation in Swedru Secondary School. And this is the Agona West MP, who is not the culprit at all. Honorable Member of Parliament, we are sorry about putting your photograph up and referring to you as her. It was her who did the bad thing. You didn't do it. Now, this MP, who is a 5-time MP, she's been in Parliament for that long, and we congratulate her for her work of staying in Parliament that long. But we berate her for what she did at Swedru Secondary School. More importantly, we are concerned about the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, who acquiesced to the political machinations of a politician who desperately wanted Swedru Secondary School to have a new head because the lady there, we had a video of her today. I don't know whether you can put it out. Shared a video of her. And that video that popped up yesterday where she is talking to students. Yes, good. I have the video. I'll be showing it to you in a minute. The Swedru Secondary School headmistress. This is one of the videos that she did that got her into trouble with this MP during the time of the MPP. She put up a video where she was telling students about the fact that they should stop swindling their parents. This headmistress was telling students that some of you are lying to your parents and collecting money. In fact, the word she used was extortion. She said, some of you are extorting from your parents. And then she said a parent has sent her something about certain fees and charges that the child had sent to the parent. And she realized that these are a hoax. The school is not charging. Free SHS is indeed free. Now, that video went viral, and it appeared that is one of the problems that she had, that she was thought to be a defender of free SHS of sorts. So this lady went to the school and said that, I want to come and take the 18-year-olds to go and register so that they will vote for me. And he said, well, you can do whatever you want, but you can't put them in an NDC car. That was part of the headmaster's problem, the headmistress. And the headmistress said, look, I've been teaching at St. Augustine's. I was assistant head of Wesley Girls. This will never happen in St. Augustine. Sorry, we had to cut that video. It's just for the emphasis. So, Madam Ernestina Oforiwa, who is suing, said that we have defamed her. Please tell her that her lawyers will advise her that there's no cause of action. Actually, there's no cause of action. If media publish something about you and without your legal letter, they come and correct it, there's actually no cause of action. You can tell her that and tell her lawyers that there's no cause of action. And there's no cause of action. You should relax. There's no cause of action. It's okay to try and sue Paul Adom Otchere. We all want to sue him because he talks a lot. It's fine. I mean, everybody wants to sue Paul Adom Otchere. He thinks that he's been on TV for 25 years, and he thinks that he's the only one who can talk on TV against politicians. So we all want to sue him. That's fine. But find a better cause. There's no cause of action here, Honorable. We put the program out, and we came out and said that you are not the one. You are a public person. You are one of the 276 members of Parliament. These things will happen. Don't worry about it.